Good evening, and welcome to the commencement ceremony for the Central High School class of 2018. At this time, please rise and join us as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem by the CHS Band under the direction of Mr. Jim Strike. Sit down. Graduates, you may be seated. To start our ceremony, it is my pleasure to now introduce our Executive Student Council President, Rachel Hodson, to give our official welcome. Let's hear it for Rachel.
Good evening. Tonight, I have the highest honor of not only welcoming my Central High School class of 2018, but also everyone in the stands, friends, family, our dearest loved ones, to celebrate in the success of this year's graduates. As the saying goes, it takes a village. Your unconditional love and guidance has shaped us into the young men and women donning the caps and gowns tonight. None of us could have reached this pivotal point in our lives without you all as our supporters. On behalf of everyone, I'd like to express my dearest gratitude. You gave us the drive to pull late nights. You taught us that failure was only when we tried to fail. And you encouraged us to join every sport and club that caught our interest. You urged us to chase our dreams. As a result, we'll walk across this stage and take our first steps into the rest of our lives as strong individuals, independent, but never without a sense of home. Before you tonight sits future leaders, engineers, doctors, professional athletes, possibly some that will return to their roots to inspire future generations, as our teachers have done for us throughout our 4 years at Central. With the knowledge we attained, the struggles we overcame, we carried the aptitude to achieve success. I believe everyone has purpose in this lifetime, whether by attending college, entering the workforce, or making the ultimate sacrifice to serve and protect this great nation. I encourage all of you to go out and make your own impact in the world. In the words of Madeleine Albright, embrace the faith that your courage and perseverance will make a difference. Every life enriched by your giving, every soul inspired by your passion, and every barrier to justice brought down by your determination will ennoble your own life and explode outwards the boundaries of what is achievable on this earth. Welcome everyone to this amazing ceremony in celebration of Central High School's graduating class of 2018.
How about one more round of applause for Rachel Hodson? Thank you very much for that welcome. And now, please join me in welcoming to the stage the CHS Chorale for their performance of You Raise Me Up under the direction of Mr. Jeff Nesseth. Chorale, please take the stage.
Down and oh my soul so weary, when troubles come and my heart burdened be, then I am still and wait here in the silence until you come and sit a while with me. You raise me up so I can stand on mountains. You raise me up to walk on stormy seas. I am strong when I am on your shoulders. You raise me up to more than I can be. do more than I can be.
Thank you to the chorale and Mr. Nesseth for a memorable performance. How about another nice round of applause for our CHS chorale? Now, I would like to welcome to the podium Senior Class President, Caitlin Albers. Caitlin was the producer of the senior class video you watched prior to the beginning of the ceremony.
Before I begin, these last 4 years, standing at the back of the football field, I could hear you every time, Mom. 249. To many of you, this number is insignificant. To me, this number is myself. This number is all of you. There are 249 unique individuals in our class, the class of 2018. Before the procession into the Convocation Center, a video was played that showcased some of our amazing seniors. The idea for this video was planted a few years ago when Mr. Testoni brought up the fact that graduation is about representation of all seniors. While tonight you will hear from people sharing their individual chapters in the central storyline, all of our chapters make up the entire book. That is why the video was so important to me. I wanted to give a true glimpse into what high school was like for a variety of students. Sure, parents, you may know your son or daughter and some of their friends quite well. Seniors, you might know your close friends like the back of your hand. But what about the rest? The girls' soccer team placed third in state last year. The band marched in the Memorial Day Parade in Washington, D.C. last May. Some of you even broke school athletic records, and one person even earned national titles. I know that many of you didn't know I was class president either. The list can go on, but it's crazy to me that every day in school, I was learning new and exciting information about my peers. I hope each and every one of you continues to be special, not just during your journey, but for the rest of your life. No one is like you. Nobody can be you. Just represent who you are and everything you do. There are no words that can encompass all of the unique seniors that are seated here tonight, besides the fact that we are the class of 2018. Thank you.
Good evening. Each year at graduation, we recognize those students graduating with honors and high honors. A 3.40 grade point average is required to graduate with honors, and a 3.75 grade point average is required to graduate with high honors. This is based upon a scale in which an A is equal to 4 points after 7 semesters of coursework. It is my pleasure to introduce the following students who are graduating with honors this year. Students, please stand when your name is read and remain standing until all have been introduced. Students graduating with honors: Maya Sudhir Amin, Richard William Apo, Jose Gabriel Martinez Aquino, Julia Rose Barnes, Kimberly Lim Bayon, Chloe Abigail Billick. Jet Taylor Brandis. Jaws Brown. Tyler Vincent Cheney. Peter Joseph Sicilica. Megan Beatrice Kahn. Maura Isabel Contreras. Amaria Ashton Davis. Bradley Daniel Dinges. Nicole Emily Distel. Madeline Claire Dowd. Darian Michael Engberg. Taylor Joe Glassford. Elizabeth Aileen Gosios. John Michael Green. Benjamin Gerhard Grote. Lauren Ruthann Heffel. Benny Jonathan Heffernan. Kyle Matthew Herschel. Trevor John Hughes. Mahik Obad Ibrahim. Luke Andrew Eiflin. Madeline Ray King. Marissa Ann Kresmer. Sean Eric Larson. Madeline Nicole Pearson. Giovanna Rose Lombardo. Israel Lopez Nava. Jacqueline Michelle Macaluso. Megan Teresa Majewski. Mark Joseph Malecki. Isaac Matthew McCarthy. Casey Vincenza Neubauer. Danielle Marie Newton. Carly Ann Niesel. Ryan Matthew Parsons. Gabrielle Miguel Breviera. Alexis Marie Rosa. Zachary Stephen Shuda. Samantha Jolie Stewart. Ryan James Tomes. Faith Gi Ao Ching Thompson. Jake William Totsky. Jonathan Kyle Vong Pak Di. Carrie Jean Wagner. Ryan Matthew Wilmington. Danielle Jillian Yergil. And Jack Anthony Zettel. Congratulations, please be seated. The following students have achieved a 3.75 GPA or higher and will be graduating with high honors. Once again, I ask that students please stand when your name is read and remain standing until all have been introduced. Caitlin Angeline Albers. Marcella Aldana. Atashi Nareen Bungalia. Jennifer Lynn Bosich. Riley Alexander Brennan. Taylor Jordan Karani. Elena Marie Chapa. Matthew Angelino Solano. Jessica Ann Klauser. Melina Kirsten B. Cruz. Christina Maria Decker. Madison Elizabeth DeRate. Anthony Salvatore Di Bartolo. Audrey Ariel Ellsroth. Samuel Ryan Esterly. Nicolette Elizabeth Fodor. Catherine Isabella Gardner. Alexis Lillian Head. Samuel Alexander Hild. Rachel Mary Hodson. Nicholas Jacob Jerger. Emily Sarah Josart. Jordan Mary King. Tori Diane Krantz. James Joseph Lambos. Madison Leone. Theodore Saifi Lee. Cassidy Grace Manuel. Hector Javier Martinez. Patty John McCormick. Jacob Gregory Mickle. Alyssa Kaylin Milbrandt. Hillary Ann O'Donnell. Hannah Marie Overmeyer. Jillian Grace Paith. Cheyenne Marie Paul. Sydney Lee Pryor. Erin Marie Rafferty. Kaylee Quinn Randolph. Stephanie Rodriguez. Matthew Stewart Rothenbaum. Alexis Marie Salida. Rebecca Lauren Schaefer. Sarah Jane Schmidt. Jack Connor Schramm. Luke Samuel Schramm. Madeline Ray Schultz. Tristan David Schultz. Akansh Sharma. Renee Silva dos Santos. Olivia Taylor Smith. Gabriela Soto. Danielle Nicole Struwig. Elena Christine Stute. Taylor Ann Tangialio. Ashia Unique Lee Walker. And Sarah Grace Zawinski.
Congratulations to all of our high honor roll students. Mr. Jeff Nesseth, faculty member at Central High School, will now introduce our salutatorian for the class of 2018. Mr. Nesseth.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. It is my pleasure to introduce this evening's salutatorian, Riley Brennan. I'd like to start by getting the business portion of my introduction out of the way. Riley has a cumulative weighted GPA of 4.36, non-weighted GPA of 4.0, meaning he's perfect. He scored in the upper tier on countless AP exams. He is both a National Honor Society and a German Honor Society member, as well as a National Merit Scholarship semifinalist. Good job. On top of being extremely intelligent, Riley prides himself on being a well-rounded student. Some of his activities include Scholastic Bowl, football, wrestling, vocal velocity, countless musicals, as well as participating in the German exchange program. Riley is what you would call book smart. I cannot tell you the amount of times that Riley and I have had reminders about day-to-day activities. Riley, where is your music binder? Riley, do you remember that we have rehearsal tonight? Riley, do you happen to know where your tux is for tonight's concert? Although the barrage of questions sometimes seemed endless, Riley always looked at me dead in the eye with this somewhat dopey grin and said, "Don't worry, I got this," or "Yes." Subtext meaning, "Leave me alone." Yes, Riley could sometimes drive me absolutely crazy, but the thing I admire the most is Riley's sense of adventure, his constant curiosity, and his genuine kindness. Riley, you have so much to give this world, it is now time to arise and seize the day. Ladies and gentlemen, the time has come to celebrate the 2018 Salutatorian, Mr. Riley Brennan.
Thank you. Good evening, class of 2018. It is my honor and pleasure to speak to you as your salutatorian. I would first like to thank all our wonderful teachers for instilling a desire for knowledge in us, our families for showing undying support and motivation, and you, my fellow classmates, for making these past 4 years an amazing experience. It's crazy how quickly these last years have gone by. Nearly 4 years ago, we walked the halls of Central for the first time as timid freshmen, daunted by the prospect of writing a research paper, or, much more terrifyingly, bumping into an upperclassman in the hallway. We were concerned about who hung out with whom, whether others would accept us, and whether we were truly ready to take on this experience. As time went on, though, and we got past the nervous excitement of being in high school, we started to explore new interests and build upon the ones we already had. We joined our first extracurriculars and began to realize which school subjects interested us and which didn't, all the while making new friends as we got to know the other students who shared the same interests and goals. And as time went on, it would be these very same people who accompanied us and pushed us to be our best throughout the challenges we faced. Those very people with whom we would spend endless hours preparing for concerts, competitions, and finals. With each obstacle we overcame together, we were brought closer together and our friendships became stronger. Slowly, these experiences we shared together with each other, from the late night practices to the school dances to the mundane conversations we held over lunch, helped us to define who we are. As time went on, the interests we had developed during our high school experience morphed into concrete plans and goals as we decided what exactly it was we wanted to do with our lives. Which leads us to this moment. As I stand here, I look into the faces of the future teachers, doctors, scientists, actors, service members, accountants, engineers, musicians, and business people of the world, each prepared to take on the challenges that await. Often, I've heard graduation referred to as a new beginning, not an end, but truthfully, I see it as neither. Today marks a mere pit stop on our journey to greatness, for though in the coming years we will encounter more new faces, places, and experiences than ever before, we will remain steadfast in pursuing the very interests and goals we spent the last 4 years developing. We will carry with us the memories, the good and the bad, that we have made. We will retain the values that our teachers, friends, and classmates have taught us. At the end of the day, we will still be us. And so, as you embark on the next leg of your journey, I would like to leave you with the words of Robert Frost. 2 roads diverged in the wood, and I took the one less traveled by, and that has made all the difference. Though these words hold a valuable lesson in carving out our own unique path in life, we often overlook one important detail. The author wrote the poem to roast his friend, who agonized over the smallest details in life. Frost understood that ultimately, the path we choose to take in life matters little. In all likelihood, we will change paths, take detours, and backtrack many, many times in our life. Some of us will reach the goal at the end of our path, others will not. But above all else, remember this. Cherish every moment of the journey that awaits, for at the end of the day, neither the path nor the destination to which we follow it are as important as the experiences we have, the memories we make, and the people who accompany us along the way. Congratulations, and I wish you all the best of luck on the adventure you find.
Michelle Sinavy, faculty member at Central High School, will now introduce our valedictorian for the class of 2018.
Standing up here in front of all of you, seeing my face on the Jumbotron, introducing our valedictorian, talk about pressure. That was my first thought when Matt Solano asked me to introduce him. My next thought was, why isn't he asking an English teacher? I mean, sure, I can solve a math equation, I can talk for several minutes on the riveting topic of rotated conics, but writing and giving a speech? Then I realized, why not me? Matt was not only in my honors pre-calculus class, but also on my varsity academic bowl and math team, both of which I coach. Well, my nerves cannot compare with what an honor it is to be introducing such an amazing person. Truth is, with Matt's impressive resume, the speech could almost write itself. I remember the first day of school last year. I'm not sure I would have been able to pick Matt out of a lineup. Yet there he was, sitting in my honors pre-calculus class somewhere, a class that was running for the first time and preparing them for AP Calculus BC, which ran for the first time this year. Matt ended up being top student in both classes, winning the Math Department Award 4 years in a row. But I digress. On that first day of school last year, I asked the students to fill out an information sheet, giving them input as I filled out the seating chart. Later that day, as I read through the sheets, a common theme developed. It seemed every person in class wanted to sit next to Matt Solano. As this had never happened before, I wasn't sure what to think, but I know I didn't have enough seats to accommodate all those requests. As the year progressed, I witnessed that not only did Matt have that many friends in class, but he was also able to have meaningful math discussions with each of them, raising our overall level of comprehension along the way. In addition to being my varsity academic bowl captain, which for those of you who do not know, academic bowl is like a team Jeopardy, Matt was also a two-time all-conference player, leading our team to first place finish in both conference as well as regionals. One of my favorite moments was watching our team, led by Matt, bring powerhouse Rockford Auburn, which houses the area's gifted program, near tears as we were tied with them at halftime. And although Auburn won, it was by the narrowest margin of their season. As a member of our math team, Matt individually earned a first or second place medal all 4 years, as well as many team medals. He was also a two-time member of the WISE team, which stands for Worldwide Youth in Science and Engineering, and requires a teacher nomination to participate. He placed in the top 3 at regionals and sectionals in the categories of math, chemistry, biology, and English. Matt has earned an impressive cumulative grade point average while taking rigorous coursework, including 8 honors and advanced classes, as well as 10 AP courses. He was a member of the golf team, peer leaders, Kane County peer jury, and played the clarinet in the band. Most notably, Matt was the German Club Vice President, German Honor Society Treasurer, and the National Honor Society President, organizing and managing some of the most successful blood drives in our school's history. He is a 4-time recipient of the Elgin Rotary Club Straight A Award, a 2-time ISAC State Scholar, and was a member of the Daily Herald All-Academic Team. Matt received Outstanding Teachers Awards all 4 years in the subject areas including math, science, social studies, English, German, and psychology. Of course, to become valedictorian requires intelligence and hard work. However, Matt is also honest, humble, and kind. He has made his 4 years appear effortless with his smile, laughter, confidence, and carefree attitude. While in actuality, his high school career has required tireless dedication and perseverance and is well-deserved. I am proud to have been witness to this, honored to have shared in his incredible journey, and hopeful that I, along with his family and teachers, have played a small role in his success. He is headed to UCLA in the fall to study molecular, cell, and developmental biology, which is a pre-med major, and he also wishes to minor in mathematics. He is the recipient of several scholarships, so without further ado, it is my honor to introduce your amazing valedictorian for the class of 2018, Matt Solano.
Good evening, everyone. Family and friends, thank you all for coming out to celebrate this special night with us. I'd like to begin by briefly expressing my gratitude. Mom and Dad, thank you. You two have always encouraged me to shoot for every dream possible. I could not have asked for better parents. Ryan, you've always been such an amazing brother and role model to me and have continually challenged me to be the best that I can be. Thank you to not only all of my family members, but also to everyone's family members, as you've all been integral in our success. I'd also like to wholeheartedly thank the fantastic administration and faculty of District 301 for successfully guiding us and teaching us that under no circumstances should we ever stop learning. But most importantly, I sincerely thank all of my fellow graduates. We have countless irreplaceable memories to forever share and cherish with one another, whether they're from our classes, athletics, activities, or events such as prom. Along the way, I'm so fortunate to have been able to interact with the vast majority of you in some way or another, whether it was in second grade or senior year. My mom always told me, people may not always remember what you say, but they'll always remember how you make them feel. And this rings true, because while I may not remember every single moment, you all have made me feel truly proud to have attended Central High School. Many of us began in the same place, and now we all end in the same place. But today, our paths once again diverge into hundreds of different directions. And while this may seem intimidating, this separation is necessary because it promotes something absolutely essential among us: individuality. Unfortunately, this individuality often clashes with societal expectations. But once you prioritize others' expectations before your own, you immediately sacrifice all individuality. It's the most dehumanizing thing you can do. We do not exist on this earth to please others. We exist to demonstrate what we are uniquely capable of. If others don't understand that, it's their loss. As Ralph Waldo Emerson said, Pythagoras was misunderstood, and Socrates, and Jesus, and Copernicus, and Galileo, and Newton, and every pure and wise spirit that ever took flesh. To be great is to be misunderstood. Emerson is undoubtedly correct in this statement, because to be misunderstood means challenging the status quo. It means wanting more and never being satisfied. And where would we be if people never desired more? Leaders would not exist. Martin Luther King Jr. would have never stood against racial discrimination. The Wright brothers would have never made flying a reality. Colonists would have never even traveled to America. I encourage you all to search for ways to be innovative in whatever path you choose, whether that's at college, in your career, or in our armed forces. Do something that's never been done before. Establish an everlasting impact and legacy. Make it so that one day, many years from now, the world is different in some way because of you. An essential part of this innovation is being honest with yourself, whether that means professionally or personally. Whether their intentions are to protect you or to degrade you, people may criticize you for your pursuit of desire. They may not like it. They may not understand it. They may not even try to understand it. They may call you naive, selfish, or immature and claim that your aspirations are in vain. But these people are not you. They will never hear what your heart is demanding you to do or who your heart is begging you to be. Do what you love because you simply love doing it. Be the star of your life, and don't ever let anyone eclipse your potential or your happiness, and persevere when they may try to. Radiate brightly and confidently, and shine on until you attain your dreams and beyond. Because while our futures may never be permanently set in stone, I can assure you all that enacting your dreams in spite of potential setbacks is infinitely more fulfilling than living a life of regret. Our 18 years on this planet may have already been filled with success, but today is different and represents an enormous milestone in our lives. Today we can spread our wings and experience the lives we've always dreamed of. Today we have the empowering opportunity to craft our own destiny. Today we can define tomorrow and years to come. Today, our lives begin. Congratulations, Rocket Class of 2018, and thank you all for the memories.
Members of the Board of Education and Superintendent Stern, as principal of Central High School, I certify that the members of the class of 2018 presented this evening have met all of the requirements for graduation as stipulated by the District 301 Board of Education. I therefore recommend that they be presented their diplomas. And so it is my distinct pleasure to introduce Dr. Todd Stern, Superintendent of Schools, who will now formally accept this class. Dr. Stern?
Thank you, Principal Testoni. Welcome, honored guests, and congratulations to our graduates. Again, good evening and congratulations to you, the Central High School class of 2018. And thank you, faculty, for providing an excellent and exceptional educational experience for these fine students. I wish a warm welcome to our parents and honored guests joining us tonight. Again, thank you, Principal Testoni, for the introduction, and thank you for the outstanding job that your team and the staff at Central did in preparing this next group of leaders for their future challenges and experiences. On behalf of the Board of Education and the community that is Central 301, I formally accept this class as the Central High School class of 2018. Congratulations. Through your 4 years at Central High School, you have exemplified what it means to be a Central Rocket. You have accomplished much in your years at Central Schools, and now that chapter is coming to a close. You must be excited for the next chapter in your life to unfold, because whether you attend college, vocational school, join the armed forces, or enter the local workforce, your Central experiences help shape your future and equip you with the skills to take on a leader's role in your family, in your vocation, and in your community. I would like to express how proud I am to be associated with you and how pleased I am to serve as your superintendent. It is this supportive community that surrounds you that provided for your opportunities to learn. It was the educational experiences in the classroom through the arts, athletics, and extracurricular areas that made it possible to have the successes you have experienced. I look forward to following your continued college and career accomplishments. Thank you and congratulations.
We have reached a time in our ceremony during which we will award diplomas to the members of the class of 2018. Before we begin, I would like to share with you our expectations regarding how the ceremony will be conducted. As student names are read, we ask that your applause be brief and appropriate so that every student's name can be heard and to ensure that our graduation be a dignified and memorable event for all of our seniors. Following the ceremony, our seniors will march out to the music of their class song, being led out by our junior attendants and teachers. We ask that everyone remain seated until the faculty, seniors, and stage participants have exited the arena. Following the recessional, students will meet families on the main concourse level after being congratulated by staff members backstage. At this time, I invite our commencement readers, Mr. Matt Groom and Mr. Dave Semin, to the podium to begin the reading of our graduates' names.
The first row rise and please move to the front. Sahar Noreen Afif.
Cindy Aguilar.
David Dwight Akins.
Manuel Alejandro Alba.
Caitlin Angeline Albers.
Maricela Aldana.
Ashley Nicole Allen.
Maya Sudhir Amin.
Carla Aponte.
Richard William Apo.
Jose Gabriel Martinez Aquino.
Adrian Araguin.
Isabella Rose Baddick.
John Christian Balaspas.
Lauren Eileen Barcosi.
Julia Rose Barnes.
Jessica Isabel Bauman.
Kimberly Lim Behan.
Benjamin Martin Baylor.
Patrick William Beach.
Dasani Amari Beeman.
Harvey Santino Barrios.
Atashi Naren Bungalia.
Chloe Abigail Billick.
Jennifer Lynn Bozich.
Jet Tyler Brandes.
Riley Alexander Brennan.
Adam Scott Brown.
Jaws Brown.
Samantha Ann Booker.
Julian Thomas Capasi.
Taylor Jordan Karani.
Trayton James Carazales.
Joseph Anthony Cesaroni.
Tyler Vincent Cheney.
Elena Marie Chapa.
Daniel Andrew Chernikov.
Kevin Chulamani.
Peter Joseph Cislicka.
Matthew Angelo Solano.
Jessica Ann Klauser.
Megan Beatrice Kahn.
Maura Isabel Contreras.
Kylie May Cork.
Daniel Kramer.
Melina Kirsten Cruz.
Amaria Ashton Davis.
Christina Maria Decker.
Madison Elizabeth DeRate.
Anthony Salvatore DiPartolo.
Bradley Daniel Dinges.
Nicole Emily Distel.
Samuel Edward Dossie.
Ryan Anthony Dobeck.
Madeline Claire Dowd.
Joshua Brandon Drexler.
Liam Richard Ellis.
Anthony Taylor Elmer.
Audrey Ariel Eltsroth.
Darian Michael Engberg.
Ana Laura Escobar.
Estefania Escobar.
Samuel Ryan Esterly.
Kimberly Jean Eric.
Nathan Daniel Figurski.
Jessica Rose Phil.
Dominic Martin Fioravanti.
Nicolette Elizabeth Fedor.
Coben Catherine Forbes.
Madison Clark Fort.
Cameron Elizabeth Friend.
Catherine Isabella Gardner.
Matthew David Gasparitis.
Taylor Joe Glassford.
Efren Antonio Gonzalez.
Elizabeth Eleni Gusios.
John Michael Green.
Kevin Patrick Green.
Kyle Robert Grimm.
Benjamin Gerhard Grody.
Nathaniel Jacob Guerrero.
Delaney Jordan Gust.
Nicholas Matthew Hall.
Alicia Harden.
Alexis Lillian Head.
Lauren Ruthann Hafel.
Benny Jonathan Heffernan.
Charles Joseph Hines.
Madeline Marie Heisey.
Ryan Christopher Heisler.
Andrew Jeffrey Helsper.
Malcolm Chisholm Hermans.
Samuel Alexander Hill.
Rachel Mary Hodson.
Carson Jacob Hood.
William Robert Huff.
Kyle Matthew Herschel.
Trevor John Hughes.
McGann Valerine Louise Holsey.
Mitchell Allen Wallace.
Mahek Obed Ibrahim.
Luke Andrew Ifland.
Victoria Lynn John.
Victoria Esther Jacob.
Nicholas Jacob Jerger.
Javion Lee Johnson.
Tyler Scott Johnson.
Emily Sarah Josart.
Raymond Kunfanavong.
Jordan Marie King.
Madeline Ray King.
Sarah Lynn Kinney.
Ryan William Knowlton.
Tori Diane Krantz.
Marissa Ann Kresmer.
Camille Caroline Kwasniak.
Patrick John Laird.
James Joseph Lambos.
Andrew Jordan Lang.
Andrew Lewis Langland Carrera.
Sean Eric Larson.
Nicholas James Lawrence.
Madison Michelle Leone.
Madeline Nicole Lenschow.
Theodore Sefei Lee.
Jackson Joseph Lipensky.
Giovanna Rose Lombardo.
James Michael Loyacton Ayatone.
Hayani Maria Lopez.
Israel Lopez Nava.
Daisy Madeline McDonald.
Jacqueline Michelle Macaluso.
Alec Patrick Mahoney.
Austin Gabriel Macias.
Ashton Stephen Malik.
Megan Teresa Majewski.
Teresa Jocelyn Mandahano.
Mark Joseph Maliki.
Cameron Carolyn Merrick.
Cassidy Grace Manuel.
Hector Javier Martinez III.
Alyssa Nicole Mariani.
Ryan Thomas Maycock.
Nicholas Cross Mativich.
Patty John McCormick.
Isaac Matthew McCarthy.
Argenis Januel Mendez.
Jacob William Mellinger.
Ashley Rose Maselli.
Jacob Gregory Mickle.
Alyssa Kaylin Milbrandt.
Jonathan Morales.
Casey Vincenza Neubauer.
Danielle Marie Newton.
Carly Ann Niesel.
Hillary Ann O'Donnell.
Finn Joseph O'Hara.
Vincent O'Neill.
Sarah Irene Olmstead.
Hannah Marie Overmeyer.
Connor Paith.
Jillian Grace Paith.
Randy Palencia.
Matthew Adam Pollock.
Brittany Celeste Parks.
Hannah Deirdre Perinello.
Parker Noah Perinello.
Ryan Matthew Parsons.
Cheyenne Marie Paul.
Kyle Cedric Pay.
Michael Marvin Pearson.
Madeline Nicole Pearson.
Rogelio Pinones III.
Sydney Lee Pryor.
Madeline Lucy Puchek.
Daniel Joshua Keelis.
Isabel Rose Quintanilla.
Erin Marie Rafferty.
Osiris Ramos Ramirez.
Kaylee Quinn Randolph.
Tyler Joseph Rebont.
Tristan Davis Ribbons.
Gabriel Miguel Rivera.
Arnulfo Rodriguez.
Stephanie Rodriguez.
Victor Robert Rodriguez.
Carter John Roll.
Alexis Marie Rosa.
Matthew Stewart Rothenbaum.
Alexis Marie Saletta.
Rebecca Lauren Schaefer.
Sarah Jane Schmidt.
Jack Connor Schramm.
Luke Samuel Schramm.
Madeline Ray Schultz.
Tristan David Schultz.
Zachary Stephen Shuda.
Caden Mason Scott.
Craig Bradley Searles.
Sydney Elise Saratella.
Akansh Sharma.
Kira Margaret Francis Seatman.
Renan Santos.
Gretchen Marie Skaya.
J. Renee Smith.
Olivia Taylor Smith.
Sean Dewan Smith.
Gabriella Soto.
Kyle Alexander St. John.
Samantha Jolie Stewart.
Nicholas John Storniolo.
Danielle Nicole Struing.
Elena Christine Stute.
Margaret Ann Sikowski.
Shaz Ahmed Syed.
Cameron Elizabeth Teets.
Taylor Ann Teneglio.
Ryan James Thomas.
Faith Xiaoqing Thompson.
Jacob Michael Thompson.
Jake William Totsky.
Emmanuel Valdivia.
Jarrett Robert Van Aker.
Mitchell Tracy Vanderwill.
Alexander Marcus Montilla Vicencio.
Anthony Richard Vinci.
Jonathan Kyle Vongpakti.
Carrie Jean Wagner.
Kevin James Wagner.
Asia Unique Lee Walker.
Kylie Catherine Warmus.
Joseph Weber.
Nicholas Lobo Welker.
Jack Reese Werner.
Madison Christine Williams.
Ryan Matthew Wilmington.
Lauren Marie Wisniewski.
Brandon Noah Wolf.
Daniel Robert Wiestenberg.
Alexander Amon Wyman.
Haley Renee Young.
Danielle Jillian Yergel.
Sarah Grace Zawiski.
Bailey Retta Pankel Kaisan.
Before we finish, I would like to invite one more student to the stage. Senior Ryan Liederberg graduated Senior Ryan Liederberg graduated early after first semester to begin his service in the Army National Guard. Ryan, don't go anywhere. Ryan, please stand front and center, please. Don't go anywhere, Ryan, right there. Don't want him to run away. Ryan was able to catch a flight back to Chicago after completing his AIT Advanced Individual Training with the Guard in order to join his fellow classmates and to receive his diploma. Please, again, welcome Central's very own Ryan Liederberg as he makes his way across the stage. Ryan, this evening wouldn't be complete if we didn't give you a chance to sit with your fellow graduates. So I invite you to please take your seat among the class of 2018. Thank you for your service. Dignitaries, I'd invite you back to your seats. I was waiting all day for that. Graduates, please move your tassels to the left. Ladies and gentlemen of the audience, I present to you the graduating class of 2018. Let's all give them a nice round of applause. At this time, I'd like to remind the audience to please stay in your seats until all graduates and state participants have exited the gym. Junior attendants, please take your positions. Graduates, please stand. Ladies and gentlemen, how about one more round of applause for the Central High School class of 2018? Attendants, at this time, I would ask that you lead our recessional. Thank you all.
I wish somebody would have told me, babe, that someday these will be the good old days. All the love you won't forget, and all these reckless nights you won't regret. Someday soon your whole life's gonna change. You'll miss the magic of these good old days.
I was thinking about the band, I was thinking about the fans. We were underground, loading merch in that 12-passenger van, in a small club in Minnesota, and the snow outside of First Ave. I just wanted my name and a star. Now look at where we at, still growing up, still growing up. I would lay in my bed and dream about what I'd become. Couldn't wait to get older, couldn't wait to be some. Now that I'm here, wishing I was still young. Those good old days.
I wish somebody would have told me, babe, that someday these would be the good old days. All the love you won't forget, and all these reckless nights you won't regret. 'Cause someday soon your whole life's gonna change. You'll miss the magic of the good old days.
Wish I didn't think I had the answers. Wish I didn't drink all of that blast first. Wish I made it to homecoming, got up the courage to ask her. Wish I would've gotten out of my show. Wish I put the bottle back on that shelf. Wish I wouldn't have worried about what other people thought and felt comfortable with myself. Rooftop open, and the stars above. Moment frozen, sneaking out and falling in love. Me, you, and that futon, we just begun. On the grass dreaming, figuring out who I was. Those good old days.
I wish somebody would have told me, babe, that someday these would be the good old days. All the love you won't forget, and all these reckless nights you won't regret. 'Cause someday soon your whole life's gonna change. You'll miss the magic of the good old days.
Never thought we'd get old. Maybe we're still young. Maybe you always look back and think it was better than it was. Maybe these are the moments. Maybe I've been missing what it's about. Been scared of the future, thinking about the past while missing out on now. We've come so far, I guess I'm proud. And I ain't worried about the wrinkles around my smile. I got some scars, I've been around. I felt some pain, I've seen some things, but I'm here now. Those good old days.
You don't know what you got till it goes, till it's gone.